thinking today at this historic day of voting? How are you feeling?
Well, I mean, I think it's going to be everything Democratic is going to win tonight. I think the country is going to get hit with a wave like maybe we've never seen, certainly since not anything like this since 1994.
Category 5, baby. Tsunami.
Easily get
Democratic tsunami.
Electoral votes before this is over. You're probably looking at almost 30 House seat pickups, and you could be very close to 10 in the Senate.
Do you think there could even be a filibuster-proof majority in the Senate?
It's possible, sure. I mean, if we put out a memo based on our own democracy core, we think it could fall 9.5-point presidential margin. If that happens, it's probably likely you would have 10 Democratic Senate pickups. If you have somewhere, closer to 30 House pickups, the Senate always goes with the House. I mean, it happened in 2006, every cycle that happened. So there's every indication that I see that this is just going to be an enormous Democratic night.
This is a problem you'll have to have, no doubt. But how do you unite the rest of the country, people who are supporting John McCain and supporting Sarah Palin and wanted to see them win?
Well, sure, and look, people have to fight to the end. I've been through a lot of bad election cycles, and I remember 1994 was not particularly pleasant. 2004 was hideously unpleasant if you were a Democrat. But you don't get to win every one, and we ought to keep in mind that every 4 years somebody wins one of these things and somebody loses one. It's hardly earth-shattering. The bad news for Republicans is that they've lost an entire generation of young people. It's one thing to lose an election, but by Bush and his political team restarting this idiotic culture war, they're on track to lose a whole generation of they'll probably never come back to the Republican Party. If I'm a Republican, I'm much more upset about that than just losing this election.
Fast forwarding, and of course, it still is close. I mean, you're overconfident, and you're confident, and you have every reason to be, because that's the side that you're on this morning. But let's just talk a little bit about John McCain's chances and where he is still finding support, and the key battleground states that we're going to be looking ahead to right now. What if we do start to see Ohio turn, Florida turn, and what do you think of his possibilities in Pennsylvania?
Well, if that happens, the first thing that will happen, it will be the end of public opinion polling as an industry in the United States, and it would probably be the end of political punditry. There would be much need for us to sit around, but we have to say that if that were to happen, last night on Larry King, John King said it'd be the biggest upset it'd be the biggest comeback of the century. I said that would be the biggest comeback since Lazarus in the Bible. But if it happens, it would be a thrilling night, and it would be something. It'd be a story quite like no other.
All right. Well, as we leave you, we're looking at lines, voting centers across the country. This is Richmond, Virginia. What do you say to people that are waiting in those long lines today?
Well, I mean, I went out, the lines are long. They've been long in pre-voting. They're going to be all long today. There's tremendous stress on the voting system in this country. I think when this election is over, we're going to have to ask ourselves, is there a better way to do this? This will have some effect as 2000, and we'll talk about it and gab about it, and no one will do anything about it, and there'll be long lines in the next election, would be my guess.
Hey, you're a realist in the end.
Yeah.
James Carville, great to see you. Thanks.